Good morning, dear ones, and welcome to our Agape prayer time. This is Reverend Carolyn Wilkins. We had a little bit of a technical glitch, but I'm so glad that I'm here and you're here. So we begin with prayer, we end with prayer, and we open our hearts this morning from a prayerful state. So let us begin. I've already begun in a prayerful time while you are all getting on. And my apologies for the internet cutting in and out. But I am so glad I'm here. You know, that old gospel song, so glad I'm here, so glad I'm here. This is a day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And knowing that our Agape community is global, we welcome people from all over the world. It just touches my heart to know that there is an influence, a spiritual influence that makes a difference. And who you are, and the love you carry, the joy you carry, the quality of the divine that you carry sets a vibration wherever you are. So I'm so grateful that you have joined this morning, and that we're seeing the beauty of the day. We're seeing the grace of life, and we're knowing that we are a part of it. So I see Ilana, Carolyn, Alon, Gwen, Elena, and I invite you to go into prayer with me. This is that prayer time that we allow ourselves to get out of the way. That it's not personal. What we're doing is connecting from a place of our hearts to the infinite. And when we do that, we get out of the way of the individuality and any pettiness, any concern, any fear, any frustration that gets in the way of our knowing who we are. Because who we are is all love, all peace, all joy, all knowing. And we have open to us in our heart anything that we call forth. So I know that there are those who are wanting prayer around several situations. One is a place of financial. The other is a place of healing. Another is a place of love. So we begin right now as we center ourselves in knowing the omnipotence of the divine. All things are possible when we know and believe in the power and the presence of God, right here, right now, without question or doubt, regardless of our situation. We know that the presence of God surrounds us and invites us into this place. So I personally invite you to take a breath with me. And the first quality that I'm going to talk about, 3 qualities this morning in our prayer time. And the first quality is forgiveness. The second quality is going to be understanding. And the third quality is love. So I want you to know that as I'm praying, because I'm not sure what God is going to give me during this prayer, but know that you're anchored in those qualities of forgiveness, understanding, and love in whatever it is you're asking for. Whoever it is you're asking about, whatever situation it is that you want prayer for, bring forgiveness, understanding, and love to the situation, and all things shall be healed. And I'm so grateful that you're all here from all over the world, because that means that our prayer is landing and being planted in so many different and beautiful places and spaces. And that is the Agape way. We are planting seeds of love, seeds of peace, seeds of joy. And they only take a little bit of love for them to grow and strengthen and become the anchors that we need in our lives, so that we can just look out and be reminded of who we are. And recognizing that in prayer, we are verbalizing what may be in our hearts and our minds. And sometimes our understanding gets clouded by a situation, a person, by an activity, or by a physical manifestation. And we forget who we are. We forget who God is. We forget that God is omnipotent and all-knowing and all-powerful and all-healing. And when we forget that, we go into a place of fear. And thou shalt not fear is my message in this prayer today. Wherever you are, if it is a financial situation, thou shalt not fear. If it's a relationship situation and you've been hurt by someone, thou shalt not fear. If it is a job situation and you're not sure where to go or how to do it, thou shalt not fear. And if you're looking for a new relationship, thou shalt not fear. Why? Because God is right where you are. God is ahead of you, above you, below you, to the right and the left of you. And that presence of the divine is got your back. You can lean into it, you can lean forward, you can fall. No matter what position you are in personally, the divine is right where you are. Available to embrace and elevate you to another level of understanding, another level of being, another level of creation. So in this time of prayer, I know there are those who are dealing with health issues. So we begin by calling in the master doctor, the master physician that heals, that already knows the formula, that already is the pill, the prescription for whatever is wrong, that there is nothing that cannot be healed by the loving alms and grace of the divine. And when we think there is doubt, when we think that there is a place that we have lost our own understanding, our own patience, when we've given up and have doubts and fears and concerns, and I've been there too, where we go to a place where our prayers don't seem answered. Our requests, our affirmations don't seem to be doing what they're supposed to do. It's only in your mind that that is true. Because what you believe is what you receive. And I say it from this place of prayer. I believe in the power and the presence and the magnificence and the healing power of the divine. All things are possible. I know all things are possible, and I stand in that. Every prayer that I say is from that place. All things are possible. And when I put my word on it, around it, in it, and my heart, then it creates a partnership that allows the divine to take over. And I get out of any sense of fear, want, not knowing, and I accept that God knows, that there is something about this situation that is in my path of elevation. And from that place, we are lifted to a higher level. And I know that as I'm in this prayer, in knowing, because sometimes, when we get sick, we have a fever and we get hot and it hurts, everything is hurting. And we don't know why we're in a situation. And I'm using this analogy of fever and a medical situation to describe pretty much all things that happen. That we are going along our merry way. We've been praying, doing affirmations, coming to Agape and having a good time. And then something happens that we trip. We fall, or we get hurt, or we stop. We're physically, mentally, or emotionally scarred for the moment. And what I know is true is that God is in everything. God is before us, above us, below us, around us, and within us. And because of who God is and who we are divinely connected. So in this prayer field this morning, I hold a place of prayer for anyone who is in need of a physical healing. May you pick up your blanket and walk. And may that be an analogy for whatever it is you're going through. Get thee behind me, whatever it is that the situation that you may be stumbling with, that you may be running into, that you may not know what to do about, that may cause you tears and disappointment. Get thee behind me, and I know that the power and the presence of God is right where I am. That God is everywhere present, in every situation as I call it forth. And I open my heart this morning to more love, more peace, more joy, more healing, more understanding, a greater understanding of myself of what I'm being guided to do today and in my life in general. I ask for prayer that my heart and mind be lifted from any place of want to already knowing that I am enough and that what I need is possible. So I know there are some who have a physical healing situation. I have friends who are in the hospital, and I speak my word for them, that whatever is being called forth from a medical standpoint, whether it's a prescription, a procedure, or healing after a procedure. Because sometimes things can happen and we go through surgeries and we go through whatever we have to do from a medical standpoint. But the healing, we're a part of the healing. Our families are a part of the healing. So allow yourself to call forth health, wellness, a consciousness of love, because love heals body, mind, and soul. I speak this word knowing the truth of this prayer, that there's nothing but God in what we call forth. The divine has a presence, has a knowing, and our Agape ministry, the global Agape thinking and wisdom and love is reaching out to you wherever you are. And I know that those who are on this call this morning, I'm so grateful that you're here, that you are making a difference, and that you have joined us this morning. I send love back to each of you who have written a note, and I see your names. I haven't called you forth, but they're served by Wayne and Scott, Christina, Tracy, Elishiva, and I am so grateful that you're here. Jamarcus, Zane, I hope I'm saying that right. But I'm so grateful that you're here from all over the world, and that you are planting a seed this morning or this afternoon of joy, of peace, of love, because who you are is being elevated and expanded into the world around you. So let us go into this other place of prayer. And I see that the prayer requests have come in, and we'll be continuing to pray for you today. I love you. I appreciate you all, and we thank God for you. So in this place, let us turn within again, of knowing that God is all there is. God is my everything. God woke me up this morning. He carried me on my way. And I understand that we are in relationship, and I am a receiver and giver of love today. I'm a receiver and giver of peace. I'm a giver and a receiver of perfect health. And I'm a giver and receiver of peace and love. I'm a giver and receiver of intelligence and wisdom. So I know how to make good choices and decisions. I'm a giver and I'm a receiver of perfect health. And my journey that is before me is the show where I can get out of the way and allow the health of the Spirit to wash over me. I also see in some notes here that there are some who have concerns about the government, about some who may be in power right now. But let us recognize that all power is in God. And there is a facsimile of power that happens with leaders, whether they're in your house, in your city, in your state government, or in national and global government. But they too are guided. We can't always understand. And that's why some of the scriptures talk about get the understanding. And the most important understanding that we can have this morning as we are in this place of prayer is understanding that God is all there is. And that the presence of God is peace. The presence of God is love. The presence of God is power. The presence of God is healing. And we call forth what we need. It's like being in the Garden of Eden, which is a story that is a sample. The Garden of Eden, everything was there for us. All you have to do is pick and choose. And that's how our life is today. We have everything before us. And we may have so much abundance, we don't know what choices to make. But I pray in this time that if you or a family member is in need of physical healing, know that the fruit of healing and the juice of healing is right where you are. If you're in need of comfort and friendship, and perhaps love in your life, know that there's a whole garden of love that God has planted, and that you can choose and pick what quality you are calling forth, because love is available. Love is in the air. Love is in the trees. It's in the birds. They sing to you in the morning. Think about the birds being messengers of peace and love every day. They're trying to get you to hear as they chirp and they sing their little hearts away. And I am so grateful that each of you have joined, that you are in loving fam. I love the fam tribe, lovings that are being sent. And each of you are being your own operation, your own agape. Agape meaning love. Agape live. You are bringing love to wherever you are. And know that you stand in the qualities that you're praying for. What you're praying for, you're praying with. So if you want perfect health, know that you are already perfect health. When you want perfect peace, know that you stand in that place of peace. So I'm going to go to a closing prayer now. And know that if there are any notes that come, I'll be personally praying for you today. So as you are asking for prayers for your family and friends and for yourself, let us turn within, recognizing that God is all there is. I rejoice and I'm glad. I rejoice and I know. I rejoice and I celebrate the power and the presence of the divine. And I know that as I turn within, there's a place of guidance that comes from the still small voice. And when I go into that solo of silence, so much is revealed that there is a presence, a spiritual presence that whispers to me and through me, that says, it's going to be okay. It's already okay. Be still and know that I am God. So please take this as your prayer message today. Be still and know that I am God. As you close your eyes, open your heart and recognize that anything that you seek is available. It may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. But as the preachers used to say, I believe in an on-time God. And whatever I'm being called forth for, and pray for whatever it is you're calling for. Ask for clarity, ask for guidance, ask for direction, so that the will of the divine is operating through you, and that you're not trying to work against anything that is for you. So we know all is well. I see some notes in here about some sports things that are going on right now. And you can hold that in prayer too. And there are prayerful requests for family members. There's prayers for peace, prayers for health, and requests of prayer for what is happening from the inside out, the inner sun. So we are coming to the close of this time of prayer. The time goes by so quickly. I'm so grateful that you are here. You are a blessing, each of you. And you have brought your heart and your soul from all over the world. You are a blessing to us. We give back to you. Please continue to be a part of the Agape world. It's very touching that we get to commune with each other, to be in the presence of each other, to support each other and love each other. It is, I'm just so grateful. So I'm going to go to a closing prayer right now. Please know that I'll be praying for you all day, as well as the Agape Corps of practitioners, that we pray every day. And what I pray for, I pray with. And what that means is, if I'm asking for prosperity, I've got to know I have prosperity, that it's on its way, that it's right where I am. If I'm praying for health, I have to believe and know that health is what divine factor that is given to me by God. And it shows up differently for each one of us at different times. We wake up with a different part of us that may need our attention. And sometimes that's what the divine is doing, just trying to get your attention in different places for you to move and exercise and to eat right. Sometimes you have factors that push you for you to eat right, walk right, think right, and act right in the world. To be the presence that you call forth. So if love is your way, I'm going to use that as how we end. We all understand and call forth the quality of love. And may love be part of your coming and your going. May it be a part of your eating, your speaking, your exercise, your being around other people, your work. May you do everything from a place of love. Your interactions with children, family, friends, may it be with and from love. Your interactions in paying your bills, make it from a loving place, because someone has given you a service that you're paying them for. Say thank you as you write that check or do it online. Say thank you. Don't do it begrudgingly, because you want the love to come back to you. Send out love to your friends. They become your friends and they're in your life for a reason. Give thanks for the friends around you. And give thanks, lastly, for your family. Sometimes you may wonder, how did I get into this family, or what happened here? And sometimes you're grateful. Be grateful for your parents, the ancestors, your siblings, your children, and those who are coming behind. Because what you do today will make a difference in their lives. So I'm coming to a close now. We never stop praying, but we're going to be ending this session today with our Agape ministry in our live presence. So we'll go to a closing prayer right now. I speak this word knowing that God has lifted me up this morning to show me the way. God has gifted me with the presence of each of you today. God has lifted the space, and each of the prayers are being answered. They're heard, they're understood, they're answered, and there are practitioners and ministers that see places that you may have difficulty, and I'll walk with you. We walk with you in prayer, in love, in understanding. So recognize that you're not alone. We love you, we appreciate you, and we thank God for you. I send you off today, and know that there is love. You are loved, and we have a place of love going forth. I see the little emojis that are coming up, and just think of yourself as having little emojis go past and around your presence as you enter different spaces today, that people literally see you as the love or the joy or the peace, presence of peace. So I release this word knowing it is done. I bless each of you. I'm so grateful that you've joined us today. May God be with you. May the qualities of God be surrounding you and operating as you today. And may you be a beautiful reflection of God's love in the world. Namaste, Ashe, and so it is. Blessings.